Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Golf Life with Mo, and today we're playing at New Kuta Golf Course. It's a beautiful golf course not far from the airport here in Bali, Indonesia. Really blessed with beautiful weather today, so gonna make the most of it. Playing from the Dragon Tees, or the white tees, which measures at 5,400 meters or 5,900 yards. Hole number one is a beautiful, very easy hole to start off the golf day. Very wide fairway with a lone tree in the middle. Measuring at about 270 meters, par 4. I love holes like this where you can just swing free with the driver and see where it ends up. Shot number 2 is just a nice wedge in. Nice. Good start. 2 on. Trying to get a birdie here to start off the round. I don't know if you guys experienced this, but sometimes the first putt of the day is the toughest because you don't know the speed. It's been a while since you practiced putting, but happy to leave with a par on the first hole.
Par also can.
Okay, the first hole.
Yes. I got scared. Thank you.
Alright, hole number 2 is a dogleg right par 5. Very uphill tee shot, measuring at 480 meters. I tried to play towards my fade, but I accidentally pulled it, so I made the second shot even longer.
I hit the heel.
Too close.
I hit here, yeah.
Alright, taking a 3-wood in to try and make up some distance.
Okay.
You see that natural fade I'm talking about? It's definitely my swing path. I'm still trying to work on it, but at times I found playing to that can be helpful. Another 3-wood in. Caught it good, aimed slightly left to account for the fade.
No.
Made it towards the green, but landed in bunker. So here's where we do the damage control, or at least we try to. Unfortunately caught a little bit too much sand, but we'll take it, we're putting. The goal with those long putts is always to just get them close enough to where you can get a tap in. So we bogeyed this one, but damage control I think is key to a good game. Alright, hole number 3 here. It's a pretty straightforward par 4. The second shot's actually quite downhill, so it's interesting to watch, but this drive should be pretty straightforward here.
Good.
Got it in the middle of the fairway there.
Nice shot.
Nice distance in, so
Good.
I believe the second shot here is with a pitching wedge if I'm not mistaken, just trying to get it on the green. You can hear I didn't really catch it that clean, but luckily I landed on the front of the green and it just kept rolling towards the hole, which was nice.
Nice.
Nice
Thank you.
one.
Again, another long putt, just get it close. It's a lot slopier than I anticipated. Another par in the books. I'll preface by saying this was one of my best games I've ever played, so I was really excited watching this playback while editing, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Alright, we're at hole number 4 here. It's a par 4. There's a lot of hazards on this hole, with wooded areas to the left and right, bunkers everywhere,
Okay.
and I caught one of them off the drive. There's also a little bit of a creek separating the green from where I'm at now. And unfortunately, sometimes these bunker shots are a little bit unpredictable. I got it to the green, but just slightly off.
Not bad.
Trying to work on my chipping here, and unfortunately didn't get under the ball. Topped it a bit, and it just kept going. That was a little bit of damage control there. Even on that, I was surprised the pace, the speed that the ball kept rolling at. We'll take another bogey there. +2 through 4. Alright, this is one of those surprisingly difficult tee-off shots with that tree there, and I'll let the swing say the rest.
Oh my god. Okay.
Did you see where it went?
Yeah, that one in front.
Short.
More
Sometimes you
in
just have to laugh at yourself. Doesn't happen too often, but we'll take it. This is the damage control, taking a 3-wood in to make up that distance. And honestly, one of the best 3-wood shots of my life here.
Okay. On the green.
Bounce left.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes you surprise yourself on the golf course. It's always fun. When the clubs are working, they're working, you know. And here, I'm not going to lie, as I saw it kind of rolling end over end, I thought it was going to go in, but then I just lost a lot of speed there. So cleaned it up for par. And these are the holes I'm most proud of, honestly. Like the ones that start off terribly or at some point don't go according to plan, but you can still finish them cleanly. Okay, here we have our first par 3, which is around 135 meters. I think that left the club face a little bit too open there.
Okay.
So veered a bit right, but it's safe.
On my friend. Okay. Not bad.
Thank you.
So again, another near green chip shot. Trying to get some practice in on these. I think this is a really important part of the golf game that I've been trying to focus on of late. You know, when you're not hitting greens and regulations, I think the chip shots just off the green are really crucial towards improving your score, getting them close to the hole. Unfortunately, I missed that easy putt. You can see the disappointment, but you know, come back and clean it up for bogey here. So damage control.
Yeah, through the brick.
All right, hole number 7 here. It's actually a pretty tricky one. So the fairway's kind of got bunkers all over it. There's a really narrow area that you want to land in.
Nice.
Perfect, yeah?
Perfect. Good.
I think I surprised myself and my caddy with that one, but this second shot's arguably more challenging. Over a ravine, uphill, to a blind green.
Okay.
You don't want to be short there because of those bunkers, and you don't want to be long because of the woods. So you kind of just have to trust your distance and swing freely. Didn't make it on the green, I was a bit off, but again, still putting. So I'll take that for sure, given the difficulty of that shot attempt. And again, clean it up for par. So we definitely cannot be upset with the amount of pars we're getting so far. I'm very happy about that.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I cannot get par on the easy holes, but the hard holes can.
Alright, hole number 8 is another par 3. So our second one of the day. Believe I'm taking a 9-iron here, but I pulled it unfortunately. I landed on the left.
This one,
Right to left.
right to left downhill.
Yes.
And sometimes when you do a read on the green, obviously the shot is really important to make sure that the read is accurate, but Sometimes reads can be a little deceiving, and you'll see here the ball didn't do exactly what we thought it would do. We read it as right to left, and it went left to right. Could have been the spin on the ball from my wedge shot. I unfortunately missed the par putt that was kind of long, so we're just going to clean it up for bogey here. Alright, and this is hole number 9, so finishing off the front 9 here with a par 5 actually. Slightly dogleg right, but not too much of a bend. And I'll tell you what, even though I'm bogeying the par 3s that are somewhat straightforward, at this point in the game I'm super pumped about my performance. +4 through 8 holes. I don't think I've ever done before. So I think this is the best 9-hole stretch in an 18-hole round that I've had.
Okay. Good?
Fairway?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is the third shot. We're approaching the green here and just going to try and wedge it in with a 52 iron.
Okay.
My wrist moved last second. Thank you.
Alright, we're on the green here. Birdie chance. See if we can knock it in.
I always leave short.
Also important to notice the trends in your game. So I called out that I'm always leaving it short.
Ice bar.
Something that you want to be mindful of. Alright, beautiful gate entrance to the 10th hole here, so I wanted to show you guys a little bit of B-roll footage, what it looks like. There's a group in front of us. They let us jump ahead after they took their tee shots, just given I was a solo golfer up until this point. 2 golfers end up joining me later on, which you'll see in the video. So this hole is hole 10. There's a pond. I was feeling really good about my driving today, so I decided to try and go over it.
Okay. Okay.
And I nailed it. It wasn't perfect.
Yes, before the back.
Not fairway. I think it ended up in the rough a little bit, but hey, it's clean. It's over the water. It's dry. We'll take it for sure. Second shot, just a little bit off with the aiming, so I wasn't quite on the green, but again, another green side chip shot. I think this one I just sent it a little bit too far and it just kind of rolled out on me. At this point, I must admit I was kind of rushing a little bit because obviously I'm recording while my caddy is lining up my ball, so trying to be productive and efficient, but I'm still kind of holding the group behind me, so I'm really trying to rush through these shots here. So, I'll take a bogey. If I had more time, maybe I could have, been a little bit more focused, but I also want to be respectful of my pacing. Okay, hole number 11 here. This is where the 2 young guys joined me in my group for the remainder of this session.
Aduh. Tiga tadi.
Unfortunately pulled my drive shot.
Stop.
Should be alright. I've been there
I was worried that it went in the woods, and luckily it stopped just before. So I took a hybrid here to try and get to the green, but I topped it and it just kept rolling.
Stop. Stop.
These are the moments where you really gotta like focus in when you hit 2 back-to-back shots that you're not proud of, and it can be very disheartening, but you gotta try and shake it off. Remind myself I'm playing the best golf I've ever played, so don't let that shake me too much. And you see there I was hitting the putt short all day, so this is where I was going for par. I thought, let me try and give it a chance. We'll clean it up for bogey, but I'm definitely proud of how I cleaned up that hole for sure. Okay, hole number 12 is a par 3. Beautiful ocean views. It's nice that we're starting to get that in the mix, and you'll see a lot more of those in future holes.
Nice. Go.
This golf course is in the south of Bali, in Uluwatu area,
Stop.
and it's on the cliffside. So,
Okay.
you know, towards the back nine, you get really beautiful ocean views. There's a lot of surfers, and it's really a peaceful
In the
environment,
car?
enjoyable experience overall. The course quality could be better in terms of like the greens and some parts of the fairway, but I've definitely played worse. But there's a few holes that are coming up where you'll see what I mean. I think this green here, especially that we're going to be coming up on, you can tell. So I cleaned that par 3 up for par, which was nice. Back in the driver's seat.
Okay. Oh, good. And the
This is where you kind of want to aim for that lone tree there, so you can end up in the fairway here. Second shot's actually a bit of a long one because of some bunkers short of the green. So I tried a hybrid just to make sure I got over them. You see what I mean with the greens there? There's definitely some patches. This was a really disappointing putt. I was definitely not hitting that with enough pace. And so this is in my head right now. I'm like, this is a bogey for sure.
Nice one.
But sometimes you surprise yourself. And those are the nice surprises I like. Alright, this is hole number 14. It's called Dreamland. It's actually the signature hole. And I really enjoyed playing this hole. And you'll see why in a minute. So the best line is over these trees, because it's a slight dog leg left. So I probably could have gone further left to be more aggressive, but I wanted to be a little bit safe. Taking a pitching wedge here. Just trying to get it on the green. There's plenty of green to work with. And I did just that.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Good.
Shot of the day right here. First birdie of the day. Super pumped now. Anytime I hit a birdie these days, it doesn't matter how the rest of the game is going. I'm super excited for the rest of the day. And what better hole to do it at with views like this, with the ocean in the background, the new Kuta sign as well, which you'll see in a minute. Good vibes. Okay, this hole is hole number 15, called the Cliffhanger. It's also a par 3. And it's got beautiful ocean views and cliff views at the green, which you'll see in a minute.
Oh, good. Go. Ow. Nice one.
We were excited here because it was right on line. It just fell a little bit short, and I think this patchy green in front of the camera here is kind of what slowed it down a bit.
Please. Aduh.
Back-to-back birdies would have been insane. I would have been super pumped about that, but I'm having the time of my life right now, so no complaints getting a par. Look at these views. You got the beach, you got some surfers, rolling waves. Amazing experience and beautiful ambiance. Highly encourage you to play this course if you've never played. Alright, here's hole number 16. It's a par 5. Bit of a longer one here at 480 meters. I just want to get it in the middle of the fairway to start off.
Okay. Oh, good. Nice. On the fairway.
Alright, there's a bit of a dog leg left, but kind of towards the end, so you still have room to hit another 3-wood here. Unfortunately, I left the face open a bit, but I had plenty of room on that right side, so safe. Just made this shot a bit longer, so tried to take a hybrid in. Unfortunately, topped it a bit, and so I sent it right into that bunker. Alright, a bit of distance here. It's not a greenside bunker, so you still got to hit it cleanly. And so I didn't quite make it there, but it's just off the green, so I think definitely doable. And these are the chips that really make or break a good round here. I got lucky with that roll, kind of bringing it back to the hole a little bit. And honestly, some of these greens, the slope is a bit more than what you see. So that one I was a little bit surprised that it turned that much. Probably should have hit it with more pace, but either way, we'll walk away with a double bogey there. First one of the day, so I think damage control wise we're playing quite well. It's a bit of a blind tee shot because the hole is to the right and there's a bit of an incline there. So it's a tough shot here with the tree, but gonna try and make it through.
Good.
Alright, this shot here, you can't really tell from the camera view, but there's a severe decline from right to left downhill. So my goal here is to just hit it and land to the right of the green short and watch it roll down. So honestly, I couldn't have hit this better. You can see it bouncing just off the green and then rolling onto the green there and just keeps rolling. Luckily it stopped while on the green, but this is an example of like one of the craziest slopes I've ever seen.
In the hole.
I mean, you couldn't write that any better. I felt like I hit that perfectly and it was going right in and then just fell short. But we'll take a bogey here for sure. That was not an easy hole and not an easy path to the hole either. I did not make it easier for myself. Last hole of the day, hole number 18. It's called Home. How fitting. I think it's the longest hole at 500 meters. So you just want to kind of get a clean drive into the fairway.
Okay.
At this point, I'm +8 through 17. I'm really, really excited with my score. I do not care how this hole goes. Obviously, I'm going for my best, but just really happy with my performance overall. So I definitely cannot complain. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And if you've been following my journey, I've been trying to learn the game of golf over the last couple of years, self-taught, haven't taken any coaching lessons. And so, watching videos like this back where I can see how much I've improved and also just how familiar I've gotten with my own game and tendencies and playing to my strengths and making sure I'm mindful of my weaknesses can really impact my score in a positive way. So I was really, really happy watching this back, and I hope you all enjoy watching this as well. And if you haven't been following my journey, I hope at the very least, you watch this and realize how beautiful of a course New Kuta is. And if you're making a trip to Bali or if you're curious what the course looked like, I really hope that this added value for you and you're able to really, get a sense of what you're in for. And I hope you stick around for more Golf Life with Mo. There's definitely going to be more courses. My goal is to play some of the best courses all over the world in different countries. So please like and subscribe to stick around for the journey. So unfortunately we double bogeyed this to finish +10, 82, best score I've ever hit, super pumped about that. And again, finishing off the video with the beautiful shot here. So hope you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, we'll catch you all in the next one. Alright, peace.